you're sort of tired. We had an election last year. A lot of people were under the impression that because of that election we could extricate ourselves from Iraq. We haven't been able to do that, and everybody says, why, what the hell then? Why is it pay to vote? The politicians don't listen to us anyway. Those Democrats aren't any better than Republicans. That is not quite true, but most people really aren't students of American government, so they don't quite understand the intricacies of how the checks and balances operate. The Congress doesn't control policy, and the President doesn't totally control policy. The problem is they do have a great deal to do with maintenance of the status quo. If you want to reverse a law, the Congress and both houses have to agree upon it and pass it with at least a majority, and then the President has to sign it into law. Unless you have 2/3 in the House and 2/3 in the Senate to override a veto, it doesn't matter what the House or the Senate passes in the law, the President's going to veto. All they have to do is veto, that's it. It doesn't become law. So it doesn't change anything. And what we've been faced with is the President now determining that he's going to veto, and incidentally, it's been vetoed during that vote 6 or 7 years. Counting one hand. But now he's suddenly going to say, I'm going to veto everything they send down. My opinion is, and I've expressed it to him, it's just a wrong thing for him to do. What this country needs is a coming together. Sometimes he makes speeches about it, and he's right when he makes those speeches. Forget being a Democrat, forget being a Republican. Think about, for once in a lifetime, being an American, and even more than that, just being a human being. We've got some very serious problems. One of them is the war in Iraq. You know, we cannot afford to have a political battle in Washington as to whether or not we make a change in strategy in Iraq. Well, we can do it, but at a horrendous price every day. We just lost a boy in Afghanistan from strategy today. I can't tell you the number of notices I get from the Defense Department of young men and women in my district who die in either Iraq or Afghanistan. Now, at some point in time, you know, I voted for the power of the President going to Iraq. I'll be happy later on in questions if you want me to tell you the whole story behind it. It's a very interesting story of how it happened. But we all thought, and the administration asserted, that we were going to war to protect the United States from imminent danger of nuclear, biological, or nerve attack, chemical attack in the United States. It turned out that was not the case. Now, we can make the argument one way or the other that the administration knew this and lied to us, or maybe they didn't, or maybe they were fooled. But I will tell you my position immediately changed on that issue once we empirically discovered that there were no weapons of mass destruction. It was no different than if you're driving and you end up going making a turn down an alley or a street, and you get halfway down and then you discover you're on a one-way street with traffic coming toward you. You've got two choices. You turn around and get out the right way, or you can do what we're doing in Iraq. You press down the gas and speed as fast as you can in the wrong direction. Well, all you're wishing to do at that point is somebody's not coming in the wrong direction to take you out. But more than that, the question is, who is getting in the wrong? Are you in the wrong, or is the municipality in the wrong for putting a one-way street you got into the wrong way? It's very clear. We cannot morally or legally justify preemptive invasion of a nation except under extraordinary circumstances. And as I voted for that power, I laid that out in the speech in the House floor, and just to crystallize it, is that the United States of America itself must be in imminent danger of devastating attack by an enemy. I agree with the President, we do not have to wait until the mushroom cloud comes. But by God, we can't attack anyone just because they have the potential of the mushroom cloud. Because if that logic followed, we should already be attacking North Korea, China, Russia, possibly Iran. But we know all those prior things. They have Pakistan, they have the bomb. Well, how many people would favor a preemptive strike on any of these other countries? And who in the hell are we to start wiping out the rest of the world with eventually nuclear weapons? Because we have to use them. We don't have armies sufficient to meet billions of people. Is that the right position to take? Is that the right attitude? I say no. And I don't think the American people look. And I think the American people are very guilt-ridden with this whole idea that we got there under false or mistaken premises, and we stayed. And we not only stayed, we started basically to lie the American people into the world. You know, constantly they're claiming it's not a civil war, we're fighting Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda at best has from 3,000 to 5,000 even soldiers today in Iraq. And we're fighting 80,000 to 90,000 warriors. 95% of those people are involved in the civil war. They're Shia and Sunni, and they're fighting each other. And the big secret is they've been fighting each other for 1,400 damn years. And we're not going to change that. And it's not up to the United States to change that position. It is, you know, and we may, if we extract ourselves, there may be a lot of bloodshed in Iraq. Well, you know, that's not unlike the United States. Once we disengaged from our Revolutionary War, we had not resolved all the conflicts in the United States. For one, being slavery. And it took some 70 years until the only way to resolve it is we went to war, and 600,000 Americans died, more than died in any war in history, to resolve the question of slavery. You know, it's barbaric, you could say. Sometimes war is the ultimate tool to resolve those types of moral or legal conflicts. And if the Iraqis have to go through that, that's their problem. But it's not for American young men and women to be fighting their civil war or trying to create peace when you just can't create peace. People who want to die for expression of terrorism or suicidal attack. There's nothing you can do about it. So, you know, I think the healthy thing now, I don't want to suggest that the easiest thing is to just call it like I say, take the troops out. Anybody that's ever been in the military service knows how damn hard and long it takes to move people. You've got 160,000 troops. If we decided to extricate ourselves now, it would be lucky if we could do it in 6 months, 8 months, even maybe a year. That's the time it's going to take. But we can certainly start to draw down. We can send a message around the world. We're not going to occupy the country, and we're not going to fight the country anymore because we understand it's not our war. On the other hand, we have to put troops in place that if Al-Qaeda started to use the country as a base prepared to attack us or our allies around the world, we may have to go back in. That's a possibility. But we don't have to stay there now. And quite frankly, I have to be honest with you, the administration has been a little dishonest more than the with the American people. They've been planning all along to occupy